Because the goal here is to make the greatest show possible. It's not to make money, right? Like which you can see when you watch it. Like you can tell, like the goal is just to make phenomenal content. But yeah, so obviously step one is you just like I've wanted to do this for years, but we just kind of had to figure out what would make this different than a typical reality challenge show. Because one thing I think you might have noticed when you're watching it is like, if you watch normal reality shows, like they do a lot of cutaways and takeaways. So like something will happen and they cut to someone like in a room, like, you know, that they filmed after the show and get their thoughts on it, which I don't like. There's a lot of things that normal reality shows do that I didn't like. And so step one was like, how are we going to be different, right? Just like on YouTube, we didn't do what everyone else did. We formed our own lane. I wanted to figure that out. So, you know, watched quite a few reality shows and just took notes on like, I don't like that they do this. I don't like that this, I don't like that. And then once we kind of figured out like what I think first principles wise would be an optimal reality show. Like, again, I don't care what other people do. What do we think a 21st century reality challenge show should look like? Once we, you know, kind of wrote those principles out, then, you know, wrote the whole thing, rewrote the whole thing, which this wasn't me. I have a phenomenal team of people who do a lot of this, because obviously I'm also still grinding YouTube 25 days a month, filming and everything we already talked about. So I had to lean on like these just world-class people I have hired.